I got into this industry completely by accident. It was supposed to be a one-off, but I got asked to enter a local stand-up competition. Things blew up from there. I was on 7 Sharp, and got 4,000 likes for my Facebook page due to this appearance. I also performed in Auckland. I created the software I am using to perform comedy and do speeches. I will be releasing the software later this year. With the software, it basically reads out a folder of text files one by one. It also plays sounds. I will improve the functionality in the commercial version. Performing in the arts can be an opportunity for us to increase visibility of people with disabilities, and also dealing with the media. For example, I like to correct journalists when they say that I suffer from cerebral palsy. I think that using my position, so I can let journalists know not to use language that enforces the idea that we should be pitied, is worthwhile. It is my purpose to entertain, not to teach. However, sometimes you just naturally find yourself doing both. On suggestion, you can form comedy around an annoying perception people have. It's a good way to crush it. For example, when people talk to me slowly, I say I'm not sitting on a giant hearing aid. I have also written jokes recently about how people don't think we have sex lives. As much as I like talking about myself, let's talk about getting us into acting. There are very few people on scripted shows with disabilities, and I would like to change this. Producers see us as different with different issues. This has to change. Some may be scared of the backlash from the public if they get things wrong. In my opinion, this view is silly. I don't think they need to focus on the disability of the character too much. They should just view it as a regular character who just happened to have a disability. If they want to go into particular issues, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. I think that disability organizations should write letters to producers asking for them to occasionally cast people with disabilities and explaining my previous points. Visibility in the media will be a big help in knocking down people's perceptions of disability. People deal best with what they know, so let them get to know us. You are not necessarily limited to TV either. You can publish your own scripted shows through YouTube, either individually or as a group. Who knows, you may get discovered. I'm not into telling people what to do, so if you want to perform without being an advocate, that's totally fine. It's your life. In comedy, I am not in the business of being an advocate. I am finding teaching people is just a natural consequence of what I do. It is a good consequence. I mainly use book writing and blogging to advocate. Getting so many likes on has also led to increased book sales, which is good for my advocacy work. I perform comedy because I like comedy. It has nothing to do with having a disability. I, however, use my disability in my comedy, and this is working very well for me. You know the old saying, if you got it, use it. I'm mixing business with comedy, with advocacy. I think I'm finally doing what I love instead of being a full-time wannabe corporate. Rich people are not the happiest people statistically in a way, and according to recent studies, they appear to have sex less. Wall Street can have that world. The trick is to set realistic goals, or perhaps semi-realistic, and try to do what you love as often as possible. I am achieving that. It's mainly due to comedy that I had time to stop what I was doing and think about going in a new direction. I didn't envision this year at all, but the local comedy scene has been more than supportive. This path is going well for me. I plan to continue this journey.